I believe with all of my heart that you can be the first. It turns out that you are the most powerful person in your world. Come on, bro. Yeah. Hey, listen to me. Got 2 words for you today. 2 words. Here they are. Second win. Second win. I've been told by people who do this thing called jogging. There's folks who like to go out and run just for fun. I've been told that when you run long enough, when you get going in and you go and you go and you go and your lungs are burning and your legs are on fire and you've gone as far as you think you can go, this crazy thing happens. What happens is you get this runner's high. You get this second wind. When you get to the end of everything that you thought you could do, something inside of you opens up. It's like the dessert compartment in your stomach after Thanksgiving. Like you just got this whole other section of energy, of drive that unlocks, and you can keep running even further. That's why athletes, endurance athletes, can go 26 miles, 50 miles, 100 miles, do more than anybody ever thought possible, because they go to the very end of what they believe they can do, and then a second wind kicks in. They unlock a new sense of strength and potential, and they achieve even more than they thought possible. I don't know anything about a runner's high, but I do know this, that you and I, we are capable of exponentially more than we believe that we are. That we can achieve exponentially more than we think we can if we are not quick to quit. If we simply do the work long enough, we do the right work at the right time for the right length of time, we can achieve even more than we ever dreamed possible. We can find a second win. But the problem is for you, for me, and for our culture is that we live in a world that is quick to quit. We live in a world that is okay to throw in the towel, to ring the bell, no matter the contracts they sign, no matter the word that is given. They are simply okay on walking out on small things and on big things. They're willing to walk out on their commitments. They're willing to walk out on their friends. They're willing to walk out on their goals, their dreams, their family. They're willing to throw in the towel as soon as it gets inconvenient. And they keep thinking that it should have been easier by now. I guess the second wind's not coming. I should throw in the towel and quit. Let me tell you, the reason most people are not successful in sports or in life is not because they're not capable, but it's because they're not willing to persevere through their first win to get to their second. Wayne James said this. He said, most people don't go far enough on their first win to find out that they have a second win. And friends, I want to challenge you today. No matter where your goals or where your dreams want to take you, you will not get there if you don't go to the very edge of your first win and then get your second. If you throw in the towel when you got 50% left in the tank, when you throw in the towel in your classwork and you find yourself saying, you know, I'm just not good at this subject. I'm not good at math. I'm not good at reading. I'm not good at chemistry. When you find yourself saying that, I want you to hear this and just take a look. Just step back and get some perspective and recognize that you've not given nearly as much to being good at math as you have to being good at your sport. You've not given nearly the effort that you could give at what you want to be the best at to this thing that you just think you're not good at. And so when you find yourself wanting to throw in the towel on your education, on your math, on this classwork, and just go, you know what, it's just not gonna happen for me, C for credit, D for degree. When you find yourself there, keep going. Don't give in. Instead, double down and recognize that you've got more to give than you ever knew possible. And if you will do it, if you will persevere, if you will give a little bit more in the classroom, then all of a sudden you're going to find this second win. All of a sudden you're going to find this rhythm that you were capable of all the while. You just never unlocked because you didn't journey far enough. When your character, when it gets so easy, when the temptations are strong to throw in the towel and to compromise, you've got to push through and you go, man, everybody around me wants to compromise. Everybody around me is doing this one thing, and deep down I know it's not right, but everybody else is doing it. You got to persevere. And don't let the opinions of other people, don't let what other people might think when they say, look, why don't you just, it's not that big a deal. Don't let other people's stupid opinions make you compromise on your integrity, on your character. Because if you're willing to throw in the towel and quit because of other people, you are going to be in for a long ride, because you'll never find success. Because hear this, friends, there's 7 billion people in this world, and every day the population is growing. And there will always be other people in your life that are going to tempt you, that are going to invite you to give up and quit. And if you're willing to give up and quit because of other people today, then what happens tomorrow and the next day and the next day? There's always going to be another person that's going to be there telling you to quit. So you might have to persevere through some relationships. You might have to persevere through some temptations, through some peer pressure, but I'm going to tell you, it will always be worth it. You will never regret persevering through the trial. You will never regret fighting longer, harder for the right things. But instead, you will be shocked at how much more you can achieve, about how much greater an impact that you can make when you simply persevere through the things that are difficult, through the things that you're not good at, when you persevere through the opinions of other people, when you persevere through the things that you aren't immediately great at. Can I tell you this? I think it is phenomenal that you have to play a sport. When you play a sport, you're not just naturally gifted at it. Some people naturally gifted and they hone that craft over the years. But most people, we gotta work hard at being great at something. And I think that's phenomenal, because I think the very best work is hard work. And I don't want to be a part of something that I don't have to work hard at. I don't want to invest my life in something that I don't have to work hard at, because hard work is the best work. Hard work is how you build opportunity to make greater impact in the world. And so when it's hard, celebrate it. Don't quit. Celebrate it. Go all in, because when you persevere on that first win, when you don't throw in the towel quickly, all of a sudden you realize you can go further on your first win than you ever imagined. And then when you get to the end of it, you realize you've got a second win that you have never thought to unlock, you never even knew existed, that will take you even further. And the only way we'll ever know if we're at the end of our first win or the beginning of our second is if we keep on going. When you throw in the towel and quit, you'll never, ever know. Friends, you want to find success in sports, in the game of life? It's not complicated. It's as simple as 2 words: second wind. Let's have a good one today.